Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashwika. Welcome to GLOBO ARTE Magazine page channel where we make content for artists and creative entrepreneur. In today's video guys, we're gonna be talking about W8BEN form because I've been getting a lot of the comments and people were asking me, do we need to fill the W8BEN form? Is it really important? Which are the resident countries in which to fill for? Like the various details regarding this form. So I'm gonna read about this form, and based on my Google research and based on my own experience and research with this particular form, I'm going to talk about that only. So we're going to be covering your comments or your questions because I've been getting a lot of the comments and questions regarding this particular specific thing. So I thought of dedicating a complete video talking about this thing. So before going to the good part, consider clicking the like button guys. I really appreciate that. And if you want the free guys, if you're with or for making money online, then I have a bunch of free stuff, the free graphics, the KDP interiors, and all those free guys are in the description box below. You can download them and you can use them for making money online. Into the W8BEN form, I really want to tell you guys a big disclaimer. I am not a tax or financial expert. I'm not an expert in this area. I'm going to talk about based on my own experience, based on my own personal research throughout with this particular thing. So do take my advice with a grain of salt. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys based on my own experience with this particular form. When I did on the Google to search about the specific thing and how you can do it. What is W8BEN form? So I'm just reading it from my mobile. I have this website on my mobile. I'm gonna leave the link of this website in the description box below for you guys to check it out. But W8BEN form is used by foreign individuals who acquire various types of income from US sources. If you are a non-US person that does business in the United States, then Form W8BEN will establish your foreign status and allow you to claim tax exemption or reduced tax rates on US source income. The US has an income tax treaty in place, and Form W8BEN will establish your eligibility of treaty benefits. The purpose of the form. So that means that if you are living from outside United States and you are making money in the United States, or you're selling something on those websites where you're making money from the United States, then you need to fill out this form. It is applicable to everyone who it is situated outside the United States. For example, if you are a print-on-demand seller and you're selling on the Merge by Amazon, which is based in the United States, and you're selling on that and you're making money from that, then you need to fill out this form. Okay guys, so this is the first thing. Anyone who is outside of the United States has to fill them, and you need to fill them because each country has a treaty with the United States, and according to that treaty you might get a reduced tax rate, but it depends on which individual country you live in, and depending on that treaty you'll be able to know what is your income tax rate related to that treaty and related to that country. So it's applicable to everyone who is living outside the United States and making money in the United States, or making money from the things that they are doing in the United States. I hope it makes some sense, it's clear to you. Now let's talk about the purpose of this form is to establish. What is the purpose of this form? Why you need to fill it? So the purpose is that the individual in question is the beneficial owner of the income connected to the form W8BEN. That the individual is a foreign person, I already talked about that, is a foreign person and not a United States citizen. So if you are living outside United States and you are not a United States citizen, then this form is right for you. And the other thing, that the individual is eligible for a reduced rate of tax withholding, is an exempt entirely due to an income tax treaty between his home country and the United States. If you are the person who is living in a country which is having a treaty with the United States, then you are applicable or you are eligible for a reduced tax rate. Now, I guys don't know exactly about your country, about each and every country. You can Google it and you can know about if your country is having some treaty with the United States or not, and what is that reduced tax rate. The thing is, only non-US persons should use form W8BEN. US persons file form W9, W4 and others. So if you are out from the United States, then you only need to file this form, that is a W8BEN. But if you are the person who is living in the United States, then you need to fill the form W9, W4 and various different forms. You can check it out. Financial expert, I'm not related to that, so I'm not going to go much into the detail. I'm just going to explain to you guys what I'm learning for myself based on my experience. Now, what is the difference between W8BEN and W8BENE form? So there are these two different types of the forms, and what are the difference between these two forms? the foreign business entities should file form that is W8BEN, that is Certificate of Foreign Status of Beneficial Owner for United States Tax Withholding and Reporting, instead of W8BEN, which is for individuals only. If you are a foreign business entities, like if you are doing the business based on sole proprietorship or based on individual, then you very well need to go with the W8BEN form. But if you are a business entity and you have some kind of like a company or some kind of like LLC or something like that, then you need to file the form which is W8BEN. So that is the two difference between these two. Now the difference between these two different types of forms, guys. Now talking about the foreign businesses are subject to same tax rate, that is a 30% that foreign individual are subject to. And like individual, they too may qualify a reduced tax rate if their home country has a tax treaty with the United States. So W8BEN form is only for the individual who are not living in the United States, who is outside from United States. And W8BEN form is there for business entities, for companies, for the LLC, for someone who is having a business entities or a company outside United States. They need to file the form W8BEN. And ideally the tax rate, the US tax rate is 30%. But if your country is having some treaty with the United States, then you would be applicable for reduced tax rate, which you can research on the Google based on your own country. Now you would be thinking why W8BEN form is required, like why IRS or United States is requiring this particular form. Why do you need to fill them if you are from outside United States? Well, I'm going to answer you guys. The Internal Revenue Service requires WAN. The Internal Revenue Service is equal to IRS. Requires W8BEN because foreign individuals are normally subject to 30% tax withholding, but they may qualify for a reduced tax rate. W8BEN form helps to establish this eligibility, although other factors may play a role, such as the type of income. So guys, this is the one major benefit of the W8BEN form. If your country is having some treaty with the United States, then you are applicable for reduced tax rate. So if you're filling this form, then you are applicable for this reduced tax rate if your country is having treaty with your United States. So that is the one major benefit. If you're not filling this form, then you obviously need to pay the 30% income tax rate. But if your country is eligible and you're filling this form and all the terms and conditions are satisfied, then you are eligible for reduced income tax rate, which is pretty amazing, guys. Rather than paying for 30%, you are paying for less. So choose according to it, guys. So that is the importance and that is a major benefit of filling this form if you are from the outside United States, and also if you are having some tax treaty with your country, which you can go and check it on the Google it and know about the details regarding your own specific country. Download this form. You can download this form from the America's Tax Authority, that is irs.gov. I'm going to leave the link of this website description box below. So if you want to fill this form for your any print on demand business, for your KDP business, or for whatever it is, guys, I'm going to leave the link of this website, which is the government website of the United States, in the description box below. You can click on that and you can check out the website and the various details more about it. Now, how do I fill out the form? Another thing you would be knowing, how do I fill out the form? Like, I have downloaded the form from the website. Now, how do I fill the form? Now, there are some instructions you need to fill the form. So you need to enter your full name, then enter your citizenship. If you are from some country, whatever is your country, enter the citizenship, enter your mailing address, your complete mailing address, your text home, whatever it is. If you're having a PO box or if you're having a company address, whatever it is, fill with that, with the postal code of your country, of your city. Then and you can fill up your foreign tax identifying number, so they would be able to know that you are the person who not living in the United States, and this is your identification number, and they can identify you based on your country or your origin. So you need to fill that, then enter your date of birth, then enter the foreign country under whose tax laws you claim tax benefits. So you need to enter your country name, where you live. Then foreign individuals who are students and researchers should enter specific withholding rates. So if you are individual who are students or researcher, then you might be applicable for some other tax withholding rate, then you need to enter that as well. Then the forms are being filled by the electronically only. You need to do the electronical signature. You don't need to just do it with your hand and sign the form and then you need to post it to the United States and do all those things. You don't need to do that. You can do it in the online as well. You just need to write all these basic details: your name, your country of origin, your date of birth, your identification number, and various details which they are asking in the form. And once you're filled with the form, you need to sign it and then submit that. You need to send the form to the IRS. Please don't do that. Like if you're downloading the form and you're filling it by yourself and manually, and then you think that you need to post that form to IRS, no, you don't need to do that. You just need to fill the form for the specific country, specific website or specific company which is asking you to fill that form, and that you just need to submit them in the online only. And apart from that, it's valid only for the 3 calendar years. So make sure if you're filling the W8BEN form, you need to know that you have filled it this year, then it would be applicable only to the 3 calendar years. So it expires on the 3rd complete calendar year after it is signed. So you need to make sure when you have signed that form, and it will be applicable for 3 years only. Important things, guys, I'm going to leave the link of this website from which I was reading, description box below. You can check it for yourself, and also I'm going to leave the link of the United States government website from which you can download this form and you can fill the form for related to that specific website. So I'm going to leave both these links in the description box below. You can check it out yourself. So I'm just going to wrap up with this video, guys, and just going to recap it for you guys if you got confused what I was saying in the video. So the first point is, if you're living outside of the United States, if you're not a United States citizen, then you need to fill this form. So that is the first thing. The second thing is that the benefit of filling this form is that if your country is having some treaty with the United States, then you may be applicable for reduced tax rate. If you are making any money from the US company or from any US website or something like that. So that is the major benefit of filling the form. You may be applicable for reduced income tax treaty rate. The third thing is that you can get the form from the website irs.gov from the government or from the United States government website. You can download them, you can fill them to the company or submit to the website who is asking you to fill that form. You don't need to send this form to the or post this form to the IRS government or something like that. Another thing to talk about, guys, there are some basic requirements you need to do that it is your name. You need to fill your name, your date of birth, your residence, your country of residence, your postal code, your address, your identification number. You need to fill all those things, and finally you need to signature them, and then you need to submit them. Another thing is that it's applicable only for 3 calendar years. So make sure you remember when you fill that form, it will gonna be applicable for 3 calendar years only, and then it will going to expire, and you need. So I hope that you find this video useful. Leave a comment below. Let me know, are your doubts cleared about the W8BEN form or not? If you have more doubts, let me know in the comment section below so I can answer them for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video, guys. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye, guys.